All right, let us go over the skills lesson plan. You're going to design a lesson plan to teach one of the cognitive processes related to comprehension. And you can see I have 4 cognitive processes. You choose one. Predict, compare and contrast, etc., etc. All right. This will be a complete lesson plan. That means you need to include everything to teach the lesson. You should be able to take your lesson plan, hand it to a colleague. They should say, okay, and they can replicate exactly what you need to do. Now I have included text for you to use under week 6, and you can see a screenshot there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, you can use any one of these, and it's the reading level behind it. So reading level 2, 2, 2, 1, 3, 3, 1, etc. You get the approximate reading level. Make sure you reference the text that you're using in your lesson plan. Now, this is designed for struggling readers, grades 5. So that's why you can see the reading level. You probably wouldn't want to be using reading level 5. You probably want to use reading level 4 and below. You are teaching a cognitive process related to comprehension. Now, you will have a purpose statement. Students will learn how to either predict, compare and contrast, identify. They'll be able to learn how to do one of those. And actually put purpose statement, use that heading. Also use the heading input and list in list or outline form. That enables us to see the scope and sequence, exactly what you're teaching. Include everything you want students to know, what you are going to teach them, tell them, explain it to them using kid terms, not dictionary terms. And you are going to teach this using a graphic organizer. Predictogram, compare and contrast chart, etc., etc. So when you are teaching them, here are the steps. This is what predicting is. This is how we do it. You are modeling this, so you should show them the graphic organizer. So in the input, you need someplace show graphic organizer, and you need to have the actual graphic organizer and what will go in your graphic organizer as you are teaching this. Now, as you are modeling this, you can use a book to demonstrate your model or real life. For example, if I were teaching compare and contrast, I may have students compare one student to another student, or to identify cause and effect. I may have something from real life, again, that they can connect to. We are teaching the process. The important thing is, at the end of the lesson, they'll be able to use the graphic organizer. Graphic organizer supports students' thinking. So graphic organizer in the input where you're demonstrating and modeling. The guided practice is where you do it together. You are definitely going to use a graphic organizer here. Now here, again, I'm using list or outline form, short abbreviated things, everything you need to know. Using a graphic organizer here, you want to use a book, one of the books that I have listed. Now you can use the same book for guided practice and independent practice if you want, if it's a big enough book. If you're able to predict both places, predict what might happen next, you decide. You can use the same book for both, or you can use different books. The important thing, at the end of the lesson, students should be able to do that. They should be able to fill in the graphic organizer that enables them to predict, to contrast, to identify cause effect, etc., etc. All right? So use a book here, use graphic organizer, so you're going to do it together, boys and girls. And sometimes people do one here, sometimes they do two. Fill in the chart together, the graphic organizer together. Turn to a neighbor, what do you think should be here? And then independent practice, students are able to do it by themselves. Here they would read the book by themselves and complete the graphic organizer by themselves. So you definitely want to use the book here. And again, here are the books that you can use. If you have questions, send them unto me. Talk with your neighbor in a Flipgrid group or whatever. This is a higher level thinking, so this is activity. So this is going to take some thinking on your part as well.